Hello, Gearspace. We are here at the Superbooth 2020 tour, and I'm glad to have you here at our booth. We are Doepfer Musikelektronik from Germany, and I wanted to show you our most important new product. It's a stereo filter, and we see it here. The main idea of this module is that we have two separate filters with controls for both common control and individual control for each filter. We have a common control for the frequency, which affects both filters, and we have individual controls for the frequency, which affects two filters. And we have a common control for the resonance for both filters and also individual controls. And we have controls for the filter type. We have 12 dB multimode filters, and you can morph continuously from low pass via notch and high pass to band pass. And this control is available two times, once for the first filter and for the second filter. And by means of this link switch, you can assign this control to both filters. So when in this position of the filter, this filter type controls is used to adjust the filter type of both filters. In this position you have two separate controls for the two filters. And what we also have, what is very important, is our controls for the difference of the frequencies for both filters, which is also called spread or delta frequency. With this control, you can adjust the difference between the two filters, the frequency of the two filters. If I go like that, one filter goes up and the other one goes down, and that's the opposite. The first one goes down and the other one goes up. And you also have a CV input for this function. That means you can use, for example, an external LFO as shown here to modulate the frequency difference by means of an external voltage. In this case, that's a triangle of an LFO. Yeah, and what I also have to say, all the functions are also voltage controlled by means of external control voltage. Control voltages. You have an input for the frequency of two filters. You have CV inputs for individual for the individual filters. You have common CV input which affects both filters, and you have CV inputs for controlling the filter type and the resonance by means of external voltages. And now we listen to the filter. I have nothing but a quad VCO as a sound source. Well, now we hear the output of the filter, which is at the moment in the low pass mode. And if I operate the frequency control, you will hear the typical sound of a low pass filter. You can add a little bit of resonance. And you can continuously move from low pass via notch, for example, to a high pass. Now we have a high pass filter for both. And add a little more of resonance. And what I show now is the effect of changing the filter frequency difference by means of an external voltage. I use the triangle output of the LFO to modulate the difference of both filters. So at the same time, as one filter frequency is going up, the other one is going down. And now I change back to low pass. Well, I think this should have explained the main features of the new filter module. It's named A-121s, for S stands for stereo filter. And it should be available probably June or not later than July. Yeah, okay. Thank you for coming, Gearspace. See you next year. Bye-bye.